Hello, hello. Welcome back, biology students. In this video, we're going to be talking about macromolecules. Now, uh, first off, this is the first section of your notes, so it's on either page 2 or page 3, depending on whether you have that weird blank page that's there for no reason. This is on the page before the water page. Okay, and I'm going to roll through and talk about some of this. Okay, first off, this video I will put in the description, but I am not actually going to play it here because playing a video in a video just seems like, A, it's going to be terrible to try and watch. B, I think there's some copyright issues with that, so I'm not going to do that. But you should pause this video and watch this video before you go on any farther, because it's going to give you some information. This is a crash course video with Hank Green. He's going to explain some stuff. I'm not showing this video. If you want to pause this and type this out to look it up, feel free. Okay, first off, macromolecules are organic molecules. Carbon hydrogens that are bonded to at least one hydrogen are called organic. We noted in water that water is not an organic molecule, and that's because it does not have carbon in it. Frequently, you will find oxygen in organic molecules, also nitrogen from time to time, but mostly it's going to be carbon and hydrogen. All right, this is our first, so on the table, type of molecule is carbohydrate, and then there is a function and an example for each of these. So make sure that you have the function and the example paired up properly in this. So quick energy for most quick energy carbohydrates are going to be glucose. Plants store energy in starches, and then specific structures within the plant that are made of carbohydrates are going to be cellulose. Okay, lipids, the second of our macromolecules that we're talking about. Functions, long-term energy storage, that's where triglycerides tend to come in. The cell membrane, and then all of our cushion and insulation, those are made up of phospholipids. And I would encourage you, if you're still a little rusty on phospholipids, to take another look at the crash course video, because he's got a really good visual to kind of show that a little better. We will probably be looking at something like that later on in the week. Okay, but that's going to be our lipids. Next, we have our nucleic acids. My mouse is just not keeping up with me today. There we go. There are two kinds of nucleic acids. Those are DNA and RNA. DNA is genetic information. You should all know that already. Deoxyribonucleic acid, DNA, is your genetic information. It's your chromosomes inside the nucleus. RNA, there are 3 different kinds of RNA, which we'll talk about later on. But they are primarily used to transport genetic information to or around within a cell. So RNA will actually take genetic information, copy it from the cell or from the DNA, and then it will move it to somewhere else in the cell where it's going to be used to build a protein or to synthesize a ribosome or make repairs to organelles. Okay, so that's going to be your main difference between those two. Okay, and proteins, there are so many proteins in your body, and they do hundreds of thousands of different things. These are your 6 primary functions: structure, regulation, muscle contractions, immune system transport, and catalyzation of reactions. Okay, the main structural protein in your body is collagen. Collagen fibers are one of the most important things in your body that you're going to be using. Hormones are what regulate things in your body. There are way too many hormones going on in your guys' body, especially as teenagers. testosterone and estrogen to name the two primary ones that y'all are dealing with. Muscle contractions, actin and myosin are the two proteins that really control your muscles. So when you lift your arm, you're using actin and myosin in order to allow that to happen. Okay, take AMP if you want to find out how. Immune system, antibodies. You guys have heard lots and lots about antibodies. They are another type of protein, and there are thousands of just antibodies. And each one is designed to target a specific thing. So each of those is its own protein as well. Transport, hemoglobin is an excellent example of transport. Hemoglobin is the active ingredient in your blood cells, your red blood cells, where oxygen and CO2 bind to it so that it can carry oxygen to your muscles and CO2 back to your lungs to get rid of it because it's poison and you don't want it in your body. And then enzymes in your body catalyze reactions. Of course, your saliva has thousands of different kinds of enzymes in it to help dissolve and break down your food. But that is just kind of a quick introduction to all the different kinds of proteins. And that doesn't even take into account all of the ones that are embedded within your cells to allow things to come and go. So there are lots and lots of proteins, and you do not have to learn all of them. Thank goodness, because it's a pain. Okay, some of this is incorrect. So this quiz is, I clicked. This quiz is on Wednesday. Where's my marker? This quiz is on Wednesday for 3rd hour and on Thursday for 7th hour. This is because of homecoming. 7th hour did not meet on Thursday or on Friday, so you guys haven't taken these notes yet as of the making of this video, but 3rd hour took them on Friday. So that's why the quizzes are slightly different. And we're not doing this. It's just going to be a Google Forms quiz. So that's all for the macromolecules video. Don't forget about your quiz coming up. This is over water and macromolecules. Okay, water and macromolecules. Anything that I have said or covered in the last 2 videos is fair game for this. So make sure you take a look at it. Hopefully this has been helpful. Have a wonderful night, and I will see you guys back in class. And my mouse didn't work. I clicked pause and it didn't stop. That's wonderful. Let's try that again.